What is up, guys? It's the Sound Alchemist, and today I'm here with
Gersh1,
and we're back at it to answer your questions in another crazy installment of For the Greater.
This is a video series where we answer the questions left by you, the viewer. If you have a question for us, comment down below. Put a question in front of your question because we get to those questions first. And this question comes from King Kano Plays. If the Horus Heresy never happened, and all of the Space Marines and Primarks that turned to Chaos remained loyal, would Chaos and the ruinous powers of the Warp be weaker than they are now? And what force/entity would be left for Chaos to control? Just demons? P.S. It's my birthday tomorrow, on the 15th. Happy belated birthday? What's today's date?
Today's like the 18th, 19th, 20th. Something like that.
So happy
late birthday.
Yeah. So if the Horus Heresy never happened and the Imperium
had all its Primarks, yeah.
Yeah, I do think that the warp powers would be weaker than they are right now. Obviously, there wouldn't be a maledictum thing because there would be no Abaddon to destroy the planet.
I mean, there would be an Abaddon, but not a chaotically evil one.
Yeah. I think it would be interesting if there really was no...
Yeah, because I think Chaos would become a minor faction at that point, and it'd be giving the stage for Xenos to be the major threat.
Yeah. And
it'd be more of like a Imperium versus Xenos instead of Imperium versus Chaos that we've been getting for pretty much the entirety of 40K.
Yep.
It would be interesting to see Xenos become influenced by Chaos, though. Like maybe you have the Avatar of Cain that Khorne has corrupted, or you've got like a Necron Lord that has devoted himself to Tzeentch. It'd be interesting to see how that would play out.
Nurgle orcs, that'd be cool. I think. Who do you think would be the biggest threat then if it's not Chaos and if the Imperium has all the Primarchs and Space Marines?
Probably the Tyranids. Seeing as how they're very animalistic and a huge threat already.
Yeah.
I mean, again, it's like you have all the Imperial forces, so I don't see... Because right now they're struggling, yes, but that's because they're being attacked on all fronts. Chaos, orcs, and all that. But yeah, I still think Tyranids would be a bigger threat.
And they would have had a whole 10,000 years to prep. Because if there was no Horus Heresy, then I really think that the entire Imperium would just be in control of the galaxy.
Yeah, Malgador's still alive. The Emperor's up and running. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true. The Emperor wouldn't be on the throne.
I'd be Magnus.
Yeah, Magnus would be doing his thing. We would also get to see the lifespan of Primaris, which is pretty cool. Or not Primaris, the Primarchs.
Yeah. I don't. That's crazy because we wouldn't have Primaris Marines, or maybe we would. Maybe it's like. Because the whole thing about the Emperor is like he was going to get rid of Space Marines, and maybe the Space Marines were just a prototype for Primaris Marines.
That's true. Yeah. So a whole new line of Space Marines.
It'd be a whole new world.
Beautiful.
Damn.
Beautiful.
Simon Cowell, look me up.
You need to start a singing YouTube channel.
I'm gonna call it Slippery When Wet.
Yep. That's always good advice. This question comes from the Man of Frenzy Bass. Can you guys do a HeroClix video again? I would like to say that your videos were one of the best. I agree.
Yeah, looking back at HeroClix, those are pretty entertaining.
Yeah, not to toot our own horns.
Toot! But yeah, I challenge all of you guys to go into the video archives of 4 years ago? And check out just one HeroClix video. It's
cringy a little bit, but YouTube was like that. I mean, it's cringy now. And by it, I mean us.
And by us, I mean it.
Exactly.
The Clown?
The Clown.
John Carpenter's It.
Next question.
This one is by Azrael V. Or maybe it's 5. I don't know. What would a Primarch that landed on an Eldari craft world look like, given they let him survive, be it the 2nd or the 11th?
That landed where?
Like on an Eldar craft world. The thing is, I don't know. That's interesting.
I think because the Eldar are so good at, like, you know, checking the future, prognostication. I think that they would try to mold the mind of this Primark to be against the Imperium, because ultimately, actually that might have happened. Maybe like when the Emperor discovered him, he's like, oh yeah, this kid's been tainted by the Xenos now. There's no point in me trying to bring him into the Imperial fold. Let's just kill him. So yeah, I think it would just be a villain, a renegade Primark, because the Eldar planted the seed of like bad things. Kind of like when your parents get a divorce and your mom tries to make your dad look bad, and then your dad tries to make your mom look like a whore.
That's do you need some tissues, my boy? My dude?
No.
I've already cried all the tears I can.
Exactly. That's why I play 40K.
But it would be cool, though, to have, like, a Primark riding on a freaking dinosaur if it was, like, on an Exodite world.
Yeah, definitely. Well, that and just, like, the speed. Like, yeah.
Having a primal-looking, like, Primark, that's badass.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of Primal from Adult Swim, the Genndy Tartakovsky show.
I still haven't watched that.
No,
it's
really
not
good.
Free, right?
No, you have to pay for it. But
yeah.
I think it's on HBO Max now that I think about it. Yeah.
I have HBO Max. I'm going to check it out.
Yeah.
Next question comes from Star Phytopero.
Bless you.
Yes. What if Dracnian is to kill Lucius the Eternal on his own and feel proud about it?
Well, according to lore, Dracnian is like the strongest demon. So would a curse bestowed by a god affect him?
Yeah, I think we've talked about this last week, but it's one of those situations where it's like, it's up in the air. Anything is possible.
I think you said the analogy of the immovable object and the unstoppable force, like what happens there.
Yeah, so it's like, I don't know. Yeah. We'll find out if it happens. Yeah. If not, then
I think
the cat's dead.
The one thing we can surely say is pídele a Dios que todo salga bien.
Yeah.
And that's all we can do.
That's how it be sometimes.
Arter Ross, with 9th edition, where do you think the meta will shift?
Close combat.
Yeah, so yeah, close combat seems to be the thing. It's not as bad as I thought it was upon reading the rules first. Because the whole, like, you got to be within engagement range, and then you have to be within ½ inch of a model within engagement range to attack. And then the morale phase, and some units can't fire Overwatch, and the whole things like that. So, but no, I think it seems to be close combat's the way to go.
Yeah, I think there's more incentive to fight. And it's become that situation where, like, if I assault your unit, I know that and the fight is not resolved, like you're still stuck in. On the person's next turn, you attack first, or you have the potential to attack again. Which is crazy, because it's like you get 2 punches, basically.
Right. Unless, like, a unit has an ability that says, oh, they always attack first, or use a stratagem to interrupt.
Yeah.
But yeah, it seems to be a very close combat-y. Yeah. Because when you think about shooting, you have all these new rules for the terrain. Defensible terrain, a bunch of other ones. Like, it's a lot of new rules for terrain, and I think that's going to convolute things a little bit at first, but once you get the hang of it, it's like, oh, I know what I'm doing. Yeah. I'm going into close combat. And then his part 2 to his question, and do you still think that Space Marines are getting the best rules for the new units? Yeah. I mean, any business model is the newest things are going to be the best things because they want you to buy them. Why would you make a new Space Marine captain? That sucks.
Yep. Yeah. This question comes from Yeso. If you ask what is 2 + 2 to each of the Chaos Gods, how would they answer? So if you ask what is 2 + 2 to Khorne, he'll probably cut your head off. If you ask it to Nurgle, he'll probably sneeze on you, and you got Rona now. If you ask Slaanesh, you could actually check out Bridget B's video on No, never mind. I don't want to tell you guys. I want to keep that my secret.
Yeah.
So Slaanesh will just pass. And then Tzeentch will say yes.
Yeah, that makes sense.
This question comes from Digital Sigma. If you were an orc war boss, what badass orky sounding name would you have? Gersh 1?
Slippery when wet.
I think I definitely like the concept of like killa. So like it would be, what's something that I like to kill?
Puh. Puh killer.
Puh killer. Yeah, there you go. That's my orc name. Maybe.
Yeah. I don't know. I like orc names that are a little bit longer. So it'd be like Tooth Grinder Black Fist. Something like that.
That's actually badass, yeah.
Because my fist is so big. Because, like, you know, when orcs get bigger, they get blacker. So I have, like, a huge black fist. And I'm going to grind your teeth. Like a noogie.
Oh, because you need teeth. Because you sell teeth. Because
Right.
Currency is
teeth. Yeah.
Or teeth is currency.
And, like, my model would be, like, this... Well, I guess it looks the same. Because, like, usually if they have, like, a big... What is it? Big claw? Big chopper?
Like a power claw?
Power claw. Like, their arms are already big. But it's not a claw. It's just a big arm. And I'm going to have, like, a bandolier with bomb squigs. So I could just chuck them.
That actually looks kind of cool, now that I think about it. Because it is just, like, a bunch of squigs. Because you know how there's different types of squigs? You probably... It would be an alternate squig that doesn't have feet. That way you could just, like, detach it.
Kind of like an Angry Bird.
Yeah, exactly. Squigs, they look like Angry Birds, and they have bombs. Are they biting on the bombs?
I would hope so, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I, like, clamp their mouth shut onto the bomb.
Yeah. With clamps.
What kind of clamps?
Tight ones. This question comes from Jim Dighton. If there was a planet that was Hispanic planet in the Imperium, would you move there? What an amazing question. Yeah?
That reminds me of, like, because we saw an army on eBay of Space Marines with, like, sombreros and cactuses. I wish somebody would have free-handed the Virgen of Guadalupe on, like, a banner.
That would have been really good.
And, like, the rhinos are all, like, the Corn Man cars.
Uh-huh.
Like I don't know what they're called.
The paletero man?
Yeah, but it's like corn.
Yeah. And it was on sale for pretty inexpensive, right?
Yeah. I mean, because it was like older models and like the paint job wasn't that great, but like the concept was
spot on. And yes, I would move to a Hispanic planet.
Good question. What part of is it like Hispanic as in Spain, or is it like Colombia or Mexico?
From my understanding, Hispanic is just somebody that like speaks Spanish. So Brazil is considered Latin.
Well, they speak Portuguese for the most part, right?
Right, which is why I think they're considered Latin, but they're not considered Hispanic. But I don't know. Does it really matter? Yeah. Next question.
Arash Mohammadiari. Was there any race that has been able to create time travel devices to go back in time in the 40K universe?
The Hispanics?
That race.
Yeah, that's a race.
The orcs. What was it? No, not Orcomedes. The dude that went back in time to fight himself to get another gun.
He did it by accident, though. So like,
but he did it though.
Yeah. I forget his name, but yeah, I don't think there's been one other than Tzeentch that truly knows how to time travel.
Right, because the Necron Cryptex can do it. Chronomancers, I think they're called, or something like that.
They can time travel?
Yeah. Like, there was a specific story that I read of, like, a Cryptech that used the ability to time travel to... Because I guess he was about to die on, like, a Space Marine battle fleet force that was going to kill him. So he kept going back in time to try to change certain events so that doesn't happen. But no matter what he did, he kept, like, repeating a loop.
Oh.
Yeah.
So it's like Harry Potter time travel, not like the other time travels?
I guess so, yeah.
Where like it kind of fits in line. Yeah. I need to check that out.
I thought I made a video on it. Or maybe, I don't know. This was a long time that I read that.
Maybe you had a dream. Have you ever had that situation where you like think about something and you don't know if it's a dream or if it's a memory of like something that actually, happened? It happens to me a lot.
Because sometimes your memories are like falsified.
Yeah.
Yeah, your brain just piecing things together and saying this happened, even though it didn't.
Yep. I had it one time. I had a memory that I was Asian, and I'm Hispanic.
That's because you went to the Hispanic planet, right?
Yeah. Yeah. This question comes from Radias13. What anime does Sound Alchemist watch, and is the most like Warhammer 40K?
Yes.
Is that the?
That's it. That's the tweet.
Huh?
That's it.
That's it?
Yeah. That's it. That answers every part of that question perfectly.
Does it?
Yeah. Read it out loud again and
What
see.
anime does Sound Alchemist watch? That's it?
Mm-hmm.
That's the name.
That's it. Yes. I mean, there's a lot. What do you want me to say? This one?
Oh. What is that one?
Mm-hmm.
I can read that.
Mm-hmm. I think if you look back far enough, I made a video going over like my top 10 anime. Yeah.
You should do top 10 hentai.
Oh, that's the tweet.
Next question comes from Shinku Kirikito Ichikia.
Did you don't read my shirt?
You ask, what if Fulgrim was killed by Ferris? How would things turn out? I think Ferris Manus was like the more sentimental brother, and I think it would have affected him. Ferris Manus would probably be like a little fucked up in the head after killing his brother.
Yeah, which is interesting because the whole thing about the Iron Hands is like flesh is weak. Yeah, you got to be autonomous, no emotion, but it's like, yo, that's my brother.
Yeah, and it's sad.
Mm-hmm. That's why they created a freaking demon, because of the repressed emotions.
Yep.
But it'd be like that sometimes.
I know, you just bottle everything up inside, and then one day somebody does something that you don't like, and you flip the table over, and you kill them.
Mm-hmm. And it's like, oh damn, I remembered some of those models were my models.
Yeah. And they were metal.
Yeah, but they're still alive.
No, my cactus.
Yeah, our 40K terrain is just all desert and cactus.
Yeah. We're trying to replicate a Hispanic planet.
Instead of using sand dunes, we just use tamales.
Yeah. That actually sounds kind of cool.
Colonel Kablooey. How did Gaskell lose to a puny space doggo after tearing apart a Moloch in his last battle?
Molochs are stupid.
They got that mouth, though.
Yeah, but like they bury themselves.
Yeah.
Like why don't you just fly?
Because they don't got wings.
A serpentine. I think that sounds more badass. Well, I guess their whole thing is they're supposed to be infiltrating.
Mm-hmm. But you could infiltrate in the skies.
Yeah, that's true. Except like the artillery would probably gun them down.
Yeah.
But yeah, what's his name is really tough.
Ragnar Blackmane.
Yeah, he's the toughest of the tough, the baddest of the bad.
He was a Sky Warrior who died. Or no, he was a Fenrisian tribesman who died to become a Sky Warrior, who died again to become a Primaris.
Yeah, he's pretty badass.
Mm-hmm.
He's the baddest of them all.
Yeah,
if
he's a
you ain't about
spaceman.
money, huh?
If he's a space marine, so yeah, he's gonna win.
Yeah. Krispy Kreme.
Yeah. Froggy Fresh?
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's not a thing. And he's got a part 2. Also, why did he abandon a good fight on Octarius to go fight space doggos?
I agree with that one. That one pisses me off. Like his whole thing was supposed to be like, oh yeah, like the Tyranids, I'm gonna defeat the Tyranids here, and he did not.
I'll be back. Put a bookmark on Octarius.
Mm-hmm. That's what GW did. Sometimes you can't even find it in the stories.
Mm-hmm.
This question comes from Zachary Hare. Can someone be a perpetual and a psychic blank? Sure. Being a perpetual doesn't mean that you are psychic.
No, it just means you can't die. Or you can die, but you come back.
Mm-hmm.
Because every time I try to leave, something keeps pulling me back.
Yeah.
That's an old Chingy song.
That's Chingy?
Well, that wasn't Chingy. That was the other dude.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, Chingy.
Because Chingy's voice is not the type that would soothe you. I would not play Chingy like when I'm trying to, set the mood in the bedroom.
You'd play like Los Tigres del Norte.
Yeah, something Hispanic, yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
This question comes from Vulcan, Lord of Drakes.
Something Hispanic.
Where do you think Vulcan is? That's a good question. Dark Eldar, Kamara, I believe.
Ooh.
Or at least one of the side pieces of Kamara. Because you know how Kamara is supposed to be as big as like the universe or some shit. Yeah. So he's probably like in a tangent.
In a corner of like the universe.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vulcan. It'd be interesting if he was just like chilling with like Trazian the Infinite or something, since like Trazian has that like chapter that not a chapter, that
Vault
regiment.
Oh,
There's like a regiment inside one of his vaults or something like that.
I think they came out though.
Did they?
Yeah, they came out during the battle.
Oh yeah, they did. Yeah.
And then they died. I think.
Yeah. This was during the Rise of the Primark storyline, right?
Yep. And those were the questions for today. If you guys have more questions for us, please let us know in the comment section below. Thanks.
Yeah. Two Hispanics signing out.
Always used to put my freedom first in any situation.